Hey, Grand Rising out there. Hey, this is Craig Baltimore from Craig Baltimore Reviews. This week we will be talking about the reptilians, the lizard people. Hey, let's not waste no time. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Welcome back, everybody. A bizarre new twist in the Nashville Christmas Day explosion. Investigators are now exploring several conspiracy theories as potential motives, including evidence the bomber believed in lizard people and a so-called reptilian conspiracy. I want to go to Morgan Chesky, who is in Nashville for us. Morgan, good morning. Good to see you on this. This new reporting is really bizarre, just to be honest. Considering these conspiracy theories now involved in this whole thing. So talk us through what you know so far on this.
Yeah, Yasmin, good morning. Federal officials looking into several unfounded conspiracy theories as potential motives for Anthony Quinn Warner. One of those, as you mentioned, includes this reptilian theory, which basically says that there are individuals on planet Earth that are lizards sent here to do harm. That is just one of the theories they're looking into.
Everything they teach you in school is a lie. You want the truth? The world is controlled by shadowy elites and shape-shifting lizard people.
Let's talk about reptoids. Be sure to follow these do's and don'ts to avoid a diplomatic incident.
Alright, let's dive deep into this. Yeah, alien basis. That's what I'm talking about. The Greys and the reptilians.
It is one thing for us to collectively get our minds around the notion of extraterrestrials visiting the Earth. It's altogether another to contemplate that they have a widespread and permanent presence here. However, according to many researchers, that is exactly the case. And what's more, these bases are to be found in various locations, including in cave systems, under the ice of Antarctica, deep under the water of the world's oceans, and even in many of the mountains around the world. Perhaps one of the strangest and most mysterious of these mountains that have been rumored to house an alien base is Mount Shasta in California. The mountain is awash with local folklore and legends, including those of Native Americans who consider the point of creation. Sightings of UFOs are reported regularly over this ancient mountain, with some researchers suggesting that there's a portal overhead that is activated by advanced technology deep in the mountain itself. It's also worth noting that some of the first of the airship sightings of 1897 was over Mount Shasta. As well as strange and unidentified objects being sighted overhead, there are many reports of bizarre creatures with glowing red eyes residing there, perhaps creatures of an extraterrestrial nature. In recent years, a story surfaced on several local media platforms of a young boy who had gone missing while camping with his grandparents near the base of Mount Shasta. And while he was eventually discovered safe and well, he would make some fascinating revelations about where he had been. He would claim that a strange figure, whom he would call a robot grandma, had taken him into a secret room deep within the caves of the mountains. He claims this room was full of guns and even full of large spiders. Even more alarming, he would state that he was told he had been placed in his mother's womb by entities from another world. Perhaps most remarkable of all, while many dismissed these statements as those of a confused and scared child, it was later discovered that his grandmother had found a small spider bite on the back of her neck on the morning her grandson had gone missing. She also claimed to have suffered from strange and intense nightmares of being watched by a monstrous creature with red eyes. Just what took place over that period remains a mystery. Another of those mountains said to contain an extraterrestrial base is the Superstition Mountains in Arizona, a state that is certainly no stranger to UFO sightings. What's more, many legends surround the mountains, ranging from strange flying objects, mysterious entities, and even reptilian creatures. There are also legends of many people being abducted in this part of the world, some of whom are never seen again. It's also worth mentioning If we assume for a moment that there is a connection between these alien entities and the legends of the Anunnaki, that there are legends of a lost gold mine at an unknown location at these Superstition Mountains, a material of immense value to the Anunnaki, might this be
Oh,
the
yes.
reason that these aliens found this location desirable? It might also be worth heading to the northwest of the United States and to Mount Adams, another ancient and majestic mountain that is awash with intriguing legends and multiple UFO sightings that go back decades. In fact, of particular interest to this mountain are the multiple reports from people who claim to have seen secret doorways opening in the mountainside, from which mysterious flying objects have been witnessed flying in and out. It is worth our time noting that one of the earliest UFO sightings
That's possible,
of the
folks.
UFO
It's possible.
era occurred over Mount Adams in the summer of 1947, when Keith Arnold witnessed several UFOs flying over the mountain from his aircraft. Amazingly, when they came to Mount Adams itself, they simply disappeared, as if into thin air. Had they perhaps entered one of these discreet doorways and deep into a secret facility in the cave systems of Mount Adams? Without a doubt, one of the most mysterious and intriguing locations rumored to contain extraterrestrial bases is Mount Hayes in Alaska, where it's not only claimed an alien base exists, but that extraterrestrial thought transfer experiments take place. These thought transfer experiments are said to be an attempt to control the thought process of humanity. It's further said that the extraterrestrials that reside there can appear in human form, and often do, walking around the local community completely undetected. The main researcher behind these claims is researcher Pat Price, who claimed he had remote viewed the extraterrestrial base and the activities of those who operated there. Like many of the other mountains we're examining here, there are a plethora of UFO sightings from the region, and again, these sightings go back decades. In fact, activity was so rife at one stage in the 1950s that the FBI even set up an official investigation to look into them. On the other side of the United States, there is Glastonbury Mountain in Vermont, which themselves are part of the infamous Bennington Triangle, another area of the United States home to legends of missing people and strange otherworldly creatures. Many researchers point to the high number of alleged alien abduction claims that take place on or near Glastonbury Mountain, as well as multiple reports of strange bright lights often seen overhead. According to one particular Native American legend of the region, there is an area on the mountain that features a stone that swallows people. Might this be a description of a portal that exists on the mountainside? Or perhaps it is telling of a secret entrance to an
That's deep
secret
now.
alien base
Swallowing.
that exists inside. Across the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, we could do worse than briefly examining the upside-down mountain in the small town of Bucarac in France. It gets its moniker from its strange appearance, which is due to the fact that its upper layers are, in fact, much older than the layers below them, which is an anomaly in itself. There have been many theories put forward to explain this, with one of the most prominent being that some kind of explosion in the very distant past had essentially flipped the mountain upside down. Some UFO researchers, however, suggest that this flipping of the mountain was very much intentional and was undertaken by aliens themselves millions of years ago in order to create a flat top to the mountain, which could then be used as a spaceport for landing and ascending craft. In December 2012, with the predictions of the end of the world to be nigh, many UFO enthusiasts descended to the location, fully expecting to see a revealing of the extraterrestrial presence that they believed resided there. Whether there are alien bases at the upside-down mountain or not, there were no such revelations forthcoming. If we move to the other side of the world, we find the Black Mountain in the northeast of Australia. The mountain itself is said to be over 200 million years old, and is made of huge granite blocks or slabs, said to be the result of solidifying magma. However, to many UFO researchers, particularly those who subscribe to the ancient astronaut theory, the mountain has the look and feel of a destroyed ancient spaceport. Whether that is true or not, there are plenty of anomalies experienced at the mountain, particularly those who have flown over the top of it. Many pilots have reported experiencing severe problems with their navigation equipment, as well as reporting seeing strange lights overhead the mountain itself. The location is also where many people have simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Despite intense and widespread searches having taken place in the aftermath of these disappearances, no sign of the respective people has ever been found. Given the history of UFO sightings in the area, many researchers have contemplated if these disappearances are in fact further cases of alien abduction, although cases where the abductee is not returned. Could it be that deep below the granite slabs of Black Mountain, an alien base resides? In short, many of the world's most ancient and mysterious mountains have equally ancient legends tied to them, as well as many sightings of UFOs and reports of strange creatures that reach right into our contemporary era. Might it be that these mountains contain extraterrestrial bases that allow these apparent visitors from other worlds a permanent residence here on our planet? If that is true, is this a presence that the governments of the world are aware of, or are they too in complete ignorance?
I tell you. Okay, well that's the end of the movie. This video clip. Hope you got a lot from it. I know I did. You know, there's a lot of places where we have not even explored, especially on the mountains. Because, you know, like, how are you going to get there? You know, unless the few people who climbed them and defeated them that way. But that gives it plenty of times for a civilization just to easily hide from us. And, yep, reptilians, I tell you. Alright, so that's it. Like I said, this video is only for entertainment purposes only. So do your own research, and see you next video. Peace.